Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. I hope you're having all an amazing weekend. Currently it is Sunday and let's get right into the charts. Starting off with Bitcoin, of course, you can see it right here. We are still continuing this move up right here. As I have talked about from the previous videos, this right here, right now, the structure is very important. Basically, we need to keep this low right here. We are currently putting in a higher high as we speak from this low. And right now this has confirmed. And since this low right here, Bitcoin is up around 6%. Now, will this move continue or is it going to flop around back to the downside, you may ask? Well, it could very well happen. But firstly, I believe we are about to reach this level. We have quite a lot of confluence right here, sitting around basically 66.2k, so basically around 66k, maybe even all the way up to 67. We've got right here the value area low of the range. We have the 50 EMA sitting right here. We also got the point of control, that POC, where most of the volume has traded during this range. We have lots of confluence right here, and we also got liquidity sitting all the way up to around 66k. As you can see, we've grabbed the highest liquidity right here. Almost. We do have still a bit liquidity left to 64.8k. That's like millions of liquidation sitting right here. And remember, we also got lots of liquidity sitting just around 60.3k, basically the low 60s right here, and that's this low right here. So we could very well reverse back down to grab the liquidity that's sitting below this low right here, and then maybe do something like this. This is also possible and could happen next week. We do have quite the let me just refresh. We do have lots of news coming out next week. You can see it right here. We've got PMI data coming out on Tuesday. We've got home sales on Wednesday, and unemployment PC also on Thursday. And I do believe we also got let me see, all this was for like the next week. So on Tuesday, we have the Bank of Japan rate cuts, and on Wednesday, we've got the US rate cuts. So FOMC meeting, it's going to be very volatile next week. As you know, basically, if Japan raises interest rates, then we are going to see quite the bearish move. But right now, I do believe that it is actually priced in, that there won't be a cut. Actually, yeah, it is not expected, or it actually is expected, as you can see right here. So it is expected for the Bank of Japan to actually raise the rates. It was 0.75 points before, and right now they're gonna raise it to a 1 potentially. That's the forecast, as you can see right here. So if the actual remains 0.75, then I do believe we're good. But if they start raising rates, that's going to be quite the volatility. But Bitcoin may pump anyways. As you know, sometimes those news, Bitcoin does not care about them. If we start getting a move up, then I would expect this level right here, so to say this box, is going to be the most important level, and this is where we are going to be getting a reaction if we get one. On the short term right now, during the weekend, you can see the delta is still continuing to be high right here. So this move is quite healthy, even though we are pumping during the weekend. Open interest also trying to come up. Volume is pretty low though. That's the only concern that I'm having, is that this move is happening on a low volume. And as you know, once the volume is low, there is no real move to back up like the actual move that we are going up. But still, the delta is pretty bullish. Open interest also trying to creep up, and if we get decent volume, once the markets open on Monday, then we're going to be all good. But yeah, those are gonna be the key levels to watch. Basically, if you are trying to get in a trade right now, just set your stops somewhere below this low right here. So basically set your stops below 60k, then you could be all good and you could grab this small move up. Right now the risk to reward is not that great, since you're going to be getting like only 4% to the upside, and if the trade flops you're going to be losing like 8%, something like that. So not that great risk to reward as if you could have gotten at this low right here at around 60.8k. Right now you could have been in very nice profits while only risking like 2 to 3%. But still you could catch a nice scalp right here. Also, you can see Bitcoin could very well just shoot up and grab this liquidity. So this is the bullish target is around 65k and the bearish target is basically below 60.5k right here to grab the liquidity. Fear and greed index right now is back at 21. We are back in the fear zone, but this is right now not important, since extreme fear right now is almost the same. Bitcoin is trading at around $60,000, basically 64 right now to be exact, but still it's pretty insane to see that Bitcoin is still around over $50,000 and we are in the extreme fear territory. So as you know, if you remember, if you were here the last bull rally when Bitcoin was at 21 or basically down at 15 in the extreme fear, Bitcoin was trading below $20,000, and once Bitcoin was at the all-time high, we were in the extreme greed almost at 80 to 90 to 100. If you remember those good old times. Spot ETFs right now, we don't have anything here since it is the weekend. Long versus shorts ratio right now on the major exchanges, you can see it is quite a bit different than yesterday. The bigger whales on Hyperliquid, they have reduced their positions. We now have less longs on the bigger whales on Hyperliquid. People are trying to flip short right here. You can see also on the major exchanges, lots of people are looking to flip short, but right now still overall, you can see right here, we are pretty even. And yeah, I do believe that this would cover it for today, guys. Hope you liked the video. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.